There's a new name in rap. No, it's not Nicki Minaj. It's not Tom MacDonald. It's not Eminem. It's Ben Shapiro, and we're going to react to that here today. So yes, I want to use some of these when I can. And if you're just tuning in, don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and comment, all that fun stuff. But no, Ben Shapiro was briefly the world's #1 rapper on at least iTunes. And so we're gonna talk a little bit, or we're gonna react to the new music video, Facts. Facts with Tom MacDonald and Ben Shapiro. We're gonna take a look and a listen at this right here. So this is Facts with Ben Shapiro and Tom MacDonald. I'm also going to change my virtual background so that it doesn't look weird. Here we go. Okay. This is Facts.
They call me offensive, controversial. It's only 2 genders, boys and girls. They can't cancel my message because I'm the biggest independent rapper in the whole freaking world. Think that I'm racist, yeah, alright. I'm not ashamed because I'm white. If every Caucasian's a bigot, I guess every Muslim's a terrorist. Every liberal is right. I don't want to talk to folks who don't get it. Go woke, go broke, no hope. It's pathetic. Pro-choice, pronouns, pro-love, you're progressive. But you ain't pro-gun, no one to protect you. Where the American flags at? Remember when people would hang those? They've been taken down, they all been replaced with BLM flags or a rainbow. This ain't rap, this ain't money, cars and clothes. We ain't selling drugs, we ain't gonna overdose. We ain't pushing guns, ain't promoting stripper poles. We won't turn your sons into thugs or your daughters into hoes. I don't care if I offend you. I was put here to upset you. You can cry and you can scream, you can riot in the streets. You defunded the police, now there's no one to protect you. I hope I offend you. I ask myself what would Ben do? Let's just keep it real, facts. Don't care how you feel, man. If you want my pronouns, I'm the man who don't respect.
Okay, so before we get to this next part, I have to pause. Because up next is when Ben Shapiro starts rapping. But I want to go through, I have the lyrics in front of me here too for some of Tom MacDonald is a very interesting guy. I'll admit, going through this right now, rap is not really my genre. There's some here and there. I'm kind of picky on it. Like this song kind of points out, a lot of rap is like, so he talks about some of the lyrics in here. He goes, this ain't rap, this ain't money, cars and clothes. We ain't selling drugs. We ain't gonna overdose. We ain't pushing guns, ain't promoting stripper poles. We won't turn your sons into thugs or your daughters into hoes. That's some lines from this song that Tom MacDonald says. Now, it's still, in terms of beat and cadence, it is a rap song, which just really isn't my thing, period. I do find this song generally entertaining, but I also do like the fact that it's not about all those things. And that's one of the things that turned me off from rap in general, is that so many are about a vanity-based lifestyle, and honestly degrading just human decency in general, and just the human experience to drugs, money, hoes, and illegal guns. I have no problem with guns and singing or rapping about them, but usually it's in an illegal way. So that's my problem with most of rap. This song, however, counters a lot of that narrative and counters, honestly, just the liberal narratives in general, talking about there are only 2 genders, boys and girls. They can't cancel my message because I'm the biggest independent rapper in the whole freaking world. I'm not ashamed because I'm white. If every Caucasian's a bigot, I guess every Muslim's a terrorist. Now that's an important line there, because it just goes to the fallacy of overgeneralization that tends to happen, especially in the liberal mindset. There are conservatives that do it too, but so much of the liberal mindset overgeneralizes people based on their identity, which is ironic because that's exactly what they say to not do about everybody else. I also love this this line right here. It's pro-choice, pronouns, pro-love. You're progressives, but you ain't pro-gun. No one to protect it. Just a lot of the pros there. I just think it's very fascinating. Where are the American flags at? Remember when people would hang those? They've been taken down and they've been replaced with BLM flags or a rainbow. Great commentary on the current state of society. Really fascinated by it. But now the part I'm sure you guys have all been waiting for, one of my favorite parts, when Ben Shapiro comes in and raps. And I'm almost convinced that this is like a little bit of AI or something. But take a look and a listen.
Let's look at the stats. I've got the facts. My money like Lizzo, my pockets are fat. Homie, I'm epic. Don't be a wap. Dog, it's a yarmulke. Homie, no cap. Look at the graphs. Look at my charts. You're blowing money on strippers and cars. You going to prison. I'm on television. Dogs, no one knows who you are. Keep hating on me on the internet. My comment section all woke Karens. And I make racks off compound interest. Y'all live with your parents. Nikki, take some notes. I just did this for fun. All my people, download this. Let's get a billboard #1.
This ain't rap, this ain't money, cars and clothes. We ain't selling drugs, we ain't gonna overdose. We ain't pushing guns, ain't promoting stripper poles. We won't turn your sons into thugs or your daughters into hoes. I don't care if I offend you. I was put here to upset you. You can cry and you can scream, you can riot in the streets. You defunded the police, now there's no one to protect you. I hope I offend you. I ask myself what would Ben do? Let's just keep it real, facts. Don't care how you feel, man. If you want my pronouns, I'm the man who don't respect you.
I know he goes into more, but I got to comment a little bit. And here's something. So Ben Shapiro always does these things on his show. He goes like, things I love and things I hate. Things I love, Ben Shapiro rapping, period. I love it. I think it's hilarious. Not like I think like it would be something he should get a career into or anything, but like as a feature on a song, I love it. I think it's hilarious and honestly speaks to something that since Ben Shapiro kind of first came on the scene as a commentator when I was like 15, everybody's always said that he speaks very, very fast, almost like he's rapping. That's been something I've heard for like my entire life. And so for this kind of running joke to come to fruition with him actually being featured on a rap song, I really like that. And I think it's funny. A lot of people are like, oh, this almost sounds like AI. I guarantee you they did work with like speed, pattern, and everything like that. Because this isn't necessarily Ben Shapiro's like his number one thing. He doesn't go out and rap all the time. One thing I do want to, but things I hate, because that was things I love. Things I hate how Tom MacDonald looks. I gotta be honest. I mean, the weird dreads and all the face tattoos and the piercings. He's a conservative rapper, and I like a lot of his messages, but he is also still a rapper, and I just find that kind of dirty look. I think it looks dirty. I think he looks gross, and that in and of itself is kind of non-conservative. But that's being nitpicky, I guess. Some people would maybe call me nitpicky for that, but I just don't like that. Let's go. I want to go into a little bit of what Ben said because he had some great lines in there. Near the beginning, he goes, "My money like Lizzo, my pockets are fat." Homie, I'm epic. Don't be a wap. It's amazing. Like, that's just solid right there. Dog, it's a yarmulke. Homie, no cap. Great lines, spitting fire. Look at the graphs. Look at my charts. You're blowing money on strippers and cars. You're going to prison. I'm television. Dog, no one knows who you are. Keep hating on me on the internet. My comments section all woke Karens. And I make racks off compound interest. Y'all live with your parents. Nikki takes some notes. Shout out to Nicki Minaj. Take some notes. I just did this for fun. All my people download this. Let's get a billboard #1. This is just a solid like verse for Ben Shapiro. I'm in love with it. Let's finish off the song. And there's some news that came out with this too, but we're going to finish off the song first.
You mad. I guess it's cool to be the victim. Well, I'ma be the man. You sad. You just try to get attention. Being triggered's all you have. You mad. You blame everybody else for every problem that you can. You sad. I will never say I'm sorry. I ain't taking nothing back. I don't care if I offend you. I was put here to upset you. You can cry and you can scream. You can riot in the streets. You defunded the police. Now there's no one to protect you. I hope I offend you. I ask myself what would Ben do? Let's just keep it real facts. Don't care how you feel, man. If you want my pronouns, I'm the man. I'm the man who don't respect you.
All right. Got to admit, pretty damn good song. And so here's my overall review of that song. Fascinating and definitely a little bit of fascinating and good. Also a little bit of clickbait. Like I actually do think it's a good song, but it was to an extent, it was obviously made to do what it did, which is I would call it a success. Then it was made so that a lot of people would watch it. Some people would be like really enamored by it and love it, and then others would really hate it, and it would really fire them up and make them mad, which was exactly what it was meant to do. It was meant to try to get to number one. He literally says that in the song, which isn't a bad thing. I'm just saying, like it wasn't necessarily all for artistic integrity of making like a beautiful, amazing, and well thought out song. It was to an extent kind of shallow if you look at the lyrics of it. While some of the lyrics were very thought out and clever and witty, it was just pure. It was just purely. It was made to energize the right people and piss off the right people, if that makes sense. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions on what I mean by that. The other thing that I think about this is I actually do genuinely think it's good. And the reason why I have to specify that is because there's times where conservatives will put something out to try to counter something that the left does. They'll put out a movie, or they'll put out, like Daily Wire puts out a lot of different movies, and other people put out different comedy specials or music and songs and stuff. And it's so obviously to try to be the opposite of what Hollywood does or what woke institutions do, that conservatives will automatically just say because it is made by a conservative that it's good, but it might not necessarily be quality. And this is one thing I thought, and I'm sorry if this hurts anybody's feelings, but I got to be honest, I didn't think Lady Ballers was that amazing of a movie. I didn't think it was bad. I thought it was funny for what it was, but I didn't think it was like this. A lot of people were practically hailing it as Oscar worthy when I thought it was good. It was a decent, funny comedy, but it wasn't nearly as good as a lot of people made it out to be. And the reason why they did so is because it was simply conservative and pushed the correct messaging. I didn't think it was that great, but this song, actually a good song. I actually believe it. I give it 4 out of 5 stars. I don't really know what that means and this is my first time ranking anything that I've come out with. But it's like whose line it is anyway. It's a fun game and the points don't matter. But 4 out of 5 stars in my book. Good song. And it's definitely on some of my playlists already. I really do enjoy that song. One thing I do want to point out, though, about it is that rapper Nicki Minaj, who was referenced in the song on Saturday, reacted to the Daily Wire editor emeritus Ben Shapiro landing on the top spot on iTunes for his rap song that we just listened to. This is out of the Daily Wire. Shapiro notably tagged Minaj, real name Onika Tanya Mirage Petty. I didn't know that was her real name. In a post on Friday afternoon, writing, "Hey, Nicki. It's great to join you atop the iTunes rap charts. Sorry, correction, you're a few slots lower." Kind of a little jab in there. "I just listened to it, Ben Shapiro. Not bad. Congrats on number 1, she wrote. But it def sounds like Roman's Revenge when the beat first came in. I don't know. Roman's Revenge is a song by Nicki Minaj, which I did not know. And thank God that this article pointed that out, because I would not have known that." Minaj further commented on the rap, saying, "Ben Shapiro put out a diss record. He said in his comment sections are filled with woke Karens. This song is number 1 on US iTunes," she said, adding numerous crying, laughing emojis. "What is really happening, and who is the other man rapping?" she questioned. "Is this real life?" He said, "Nicki, take some notes. Nah, ayo, nah." If it sounds like I'm saying some gibberish and you don't understand what I'm saying, it's because I'm reading Nicki Minaj tweets. Also, by the way, Nicki Minaj is 41 years old. I didn't know that, but she definitely acts like she's not 41 years old. But in all that, she was referring to MacDonald. She had obviously never heard of him before. Minaj again added more laughing and crying emojis. Fascinating song. Facts by Ben Shapiro. Nicki Minaj was beat out in the iTunes charts from it, and obviously has a lot of questions as to why that is. But this is simply what's happening right now, and I do firmly believe that there's a level of a conservative revolution, or whatever you want to call it, conservative revolution, or the pendulums are swinging back towards the conservative ideology in this country. And it might be an evolution of conservatism, and where it's different and is changed. But if you notice the cultural expectations, or the cultural, what goes viral, what people are fascinated with, what gets to #1 on the charts, isn't as much woke crap anymore. Disney has had historic losses. Bud Light suffered the biggest boycott that conservatives have ever done, and the most successful boycott that conservatives have ever done. Target also suffered from boycotts. Many other companies and brands and people are facing a level of reckoning for siding with wokeness like never before. And along with that, those who represent a more conservative ideology are being exalted to #1. And so I do think that there's a lot of hope for conservatism in this country and that level of ideology. And this is just another example of that. So everybody go check out Facts. Thank you so much for tuning in so far. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, comment what you think, share it with your friends, all that fun stuff. I really do appreciate it.